going to demonstrate how we can connect two local area networks together to create a wide area network. So let's begin by creating our two simple local area networks. So just going to have a couple of machines on this local area network here, just connected together by a switch. So this is our first network that's been created. I'm going to do our second network, which is also going to be similarly very simple, just a couple of machines on there. So again, get that connected up, and then we're going to connect the two networks together via a router. Router only needs to have two network interface cards, so that's good. So just click OK here, and again we will connect that together. So that's now our hardware all sorted. Next thing we need to do, we need to configure our two networks. So I'm going to begin with a router, and we're going to configure the IP address of both the interface cards that we have here. So this one here is the one that goes off to the network on the left. So I'm going to set the IP address for that to be 192.168.0.1. By default, we use the lowest available IP address for the gateway. So that's what we're using here on our router. And for this one here, we're going to be on a different network. So that's going to be 192.168.1.1. So that's all good. And just for good measure, we're going to just click on automatic routing here as well, so you don't need to worry too much about the forwarding table here. Okay, so that's our router all configured correctly. Next thing we need to do is we need to configure all the machines on both our networks. So let's click on this notebook here. We're going to use the IP address of 192.168.0.2 for that one, and we're also going to put the gateway IP address in, which is, as we showed on the router, is going to be 0.1 here. And then we're going to use the IP address as the name. So now we're just going to go through each of these. So this one's going to be 0.3. And again, it's the same IP address, 192.168.0.1. And then this one here. This one's a different network, so that's 1.2. Let's go for that one. Use IP address of that, and then again, don't forget to put the gateway in, 192.168.1.1 in this case, we're on the different network. And finally, this one here, 3, use IP address, and again, not forgetting to put the gateway IP address in there, so that's going to be 1.1. Okay, so I believe everything's been set up correctly now. Let's try this. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. So let's actually test our network to see if it's all good. So we've set it up with hardware, we've configured it. Let's see if it's all good. So let's try now. From this machine here, we're going to try and ping all the other machines and see if it all works. So let's do that. And so we'll go with this. So let's ping now the other machine on the same network. Let's just see if that's working. 192.168.0.2. That's all good. Let's now ping the gateway IP address 192.168.0.1. That's all good. And let's ping the gateway address of the other network, which is 1.1. Ooh, doesn't like that. For some reason. Let's have a look at what the problem is here. It's rare that these things work the first time, so let's figure out what's going wrong with that. It's because you had declared it as 1.11. Okay, that should be 1.1. Okay, that should now hopefully resolve our problem. So let's go back to our testing again. Let's try again. So if we do ping 192.168.1.1, there we go. That's all good. And let's see if we can access the other machines on the network. On the other network, 192.168.1.2. Brilliant. And again, we can just try again. Make sure it's able to access all the machines on both networks. Oop, doesn't like that. Okay. So why doesn't it like that? So we've got the problem is with that. Again, we mislabeled the IP address. Really easy thing to do. So let's go on here. That's going to be 1.13. Again, hopefully, now that I've fixed that, we can see if that's going to work for us again. So let's try that for last one here. Ping 2.168.1.3. So it looks like it's all good, and we can ping from the other machines as well to this machine as well. We can do more testing on that, but that to me looks like it's been set up correctly now.